Guys,
I just posted on Twitter. Please go look at it, or I will be sad. Not actually, but I did post on Twitter. Which, okay. Hello, Kay. Hello, Kaito. Hello, Coffee Cup. Let me, wait, what? Let me face reveal. Oh, oops. Hi. Hello, Banner. Hello, Zero. Well, what do we think? The makeup around my eyes is kind of smearing off, but... So, let me just, tell you guys what this is for. So people on the other site, they've been requesting I do more goth stuff, and I'm like, I don't think y'all know what that word is. So, I did a goth set, I guess. Which would be this. So, Violet, thank you for the sub. Oh, for 2 months. Best South Park cosplayer of all time and an amazing person all around. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I need to cosplay more South Park. Eventually. Oh my god, the music's so loud. Is the music loud for y'all? Let me know. Might turn it down a little bit anyway, but as you can see, actually, I don't know if y'all saw this last time. I cleared these shelves because I'm trying to figure out now. Know what Otis? Or is it now Hat Otis? Thank you for gifting a sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, Simon. You look awesome. Awesome, full-rific. Thank you. I know. This is inspired by the Black Veil Bride makeup. But yeah, people have been like, you need to do like goth makeup again. It's like, I've never actually done goth makeup for that, but I was like, I'll just do it now. So, how about that? So I don't know if you guys can tell, I put a white, just pure white foundation and concealer on my face, but it's honestly not that off from my actual skin color. Can you see that? It's literally not that off. Like, bro, what is that? Oh my god. The makeup looks so good. Me and my sister did Calavera last Halloween. Why, thank you. Yeah, I tried. I love your South Park collection. They need to feature you in an episode. That's what I'm saying! Yeah, look at all this. Look at all that. Oh yeah, I put Butters up there. And, yeah. I need to, I wish I could raise my chair higher, but the thing that you need to, raise your chair higher, I, broke it off. Too lazy to put it back on, so I'm just gonna sit right here like this. Also, I'm wearing my Kenny shirt right now. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting this set, I suppose, later. Ow! Dude, my ass has gotten so flat. Ow! That whenever I, sit down, my tailbone, hurts like crazy because I have no ass anymore. I love your South Park. Oh, wait, I already read that. Who is your all-time favorite character? Kenny. You don't even need to ask. Every time I pan up, it's like, yeah, it's Kenny. Because I love Kenny. He's my favorite. But honestly, I love all the characters. I love Kenny the most because of how, pure-hearted he is. And sweet he is. But I love Kyle and I love Stan. And I do love Cartman, of course, but not because he's relatable or anything. Honestly, I just love all the characters equally. Hello, Dawn. relatable. I love South Park so much. Dirty Dan, thank you for the sub. Did you do any Clove TikToks? I did, but I keep forgetting to post them. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what I told my friend the other day. Thank you again for the 41 months. That's actually crazy. I don't know if pure is the word I'd use for Kenny. Well, I say pure in the sense that, like, he's very kind-hearted and he's very considerate. And, like, he cares a lot for his sister and he cares about his friends. And while he does, he gets taken advantage of by his friends for his kindness, but sometimes he does stick up for himself and complain about it. He's like, oh, screw you guys, like, you don't care when I die. And he also, like, sacrifices himself a lot just, like, to save the world or, like, to help people, and it's just like, I love him. I love him lots. The makeup inspo is Black Veil Brides. It's mostly like Andy's makeup, but then I just started kind of like adding in random stuff because I was like, I'm not doing this correctly. But yeah, it's just what I did. I think it turned out okay. I needed more black around the eyes because as you can see, it's like fading. But yeah. Yeah, I need to post Clove TikToks, but what I was saying was that, like, I have this thing where it's like, I don't know what it's for. Honestly, I'm too lazy to explain, I'm gonna be for real. But yeah, I need to post. He definitely has a lot of love to share, that's true. He's just so sweet, and he's really nice to Butters. Like, you know how in the, episode where Butters is, like, crashing out? He's like, Kenny's the only nice one out of you guys. And it's just like, it's true, and like the fact they even acknowledge that in the show just goes to show how true that is. Because every one of the kids has their nice moments, right? Even Cartman, like when he saved the cats in the cheesing episode, everyone has their nice moment, right? But like, they like, just like the fact that they acknowledge that the sweetest boy can say that Kenny's the nicest one out of all of them, it just like, I don't know, it just does something to my heart. It makes me just so happy, and I just feel so warm inside, because I'm just like, yes, like, he is, like, the kindest. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I like it, it's nice. Thank you, pillows. I don't think I've never, technically I've never legit done goth makeup before, so this is my first attempt. And I actually used goth makeup from a goth brand. It was on TikTok Shop, I got it, like, years ago. By the way, don't ever buy anything from TikTok Shop. And honestly, it was pretty crap. I'd rather just use actual face paint, but it's not that bad. Honestly, you know what you should use if you're trying to do goth, like a goth white base right here? Is you should just get a really pale foundation and concealer from a reputable brand that's not, like, classified as, like, Halloween makeup. Just straight up get the palest shade you can find. Because there's a lot of really pale shades. Not a lot, but sometimes you'll find some with, like, almost, like, pure white foundation and concealer. Because that's kind of my skin tone almost, you can see. It's just my skin's just a little bit darker than this, but that's what I recommend because it's gonna work as a foundation and concealer, not, like, Halloween paint, you know? But that's what I recommend, but I think the foundation for this was fine. It was a little bit, like, patchy, not really full coverage, and the concealer was a bit ass. And then you could see it in the darkest parts of the black here. That's where I used their black lipstick for it, and I did not really like that. I feel like they take advantage of Kenny because their memory gets wiped whenever he dies. So in their point of view, they hardly ask Kenny to do anything. Yeah, exactly. Like, every time Kenny comes back from dying for them, they're like, Kenny, like, where have you been, bro? Like, you missed everything. God, you're so lazy. And it's like, he just did everything for you. So I don't blame the other kids for forgetting because they can't help it. But it does make me sad because I feel like it kind of hits home a little too much. Honestly, I find it's just too relatable for me. Like, I just relate to Kenny way too much because I've been there. Like, I feel like I do a lot for people and they just don't really care. They're not really grateful. And they just, like, don't really acknowledge it, you know? I think white makeup would be weird contrast with my brown skin. Not for goth makeup, I don't think, because I've seen a lot of people of all different races use goth makeup, and they generally do usually use like a white base like this. Because I'm pretty sure that's just what a lot of goths have been doing for a really long time. If you're not comfortable with that, you don't have to, but I know a lot of people, no matter what their race is, do like a white base only on their face is the thing. So I didn't really put white on here, as you can see, but I think the point of the white base is that it's only on your face, kind of like a mask, I'd say, but it's honestly up to you. You don't have to do it. Whenever I've done like goth looks, I don't do fucking white face paint because I genuinely hate it. I hate how it feels, but yeah, it's optional, but a lot of people do try that. I think it would look cool. I am the Kenny lady. Kenny. I wish I could sit up higher, but I'm too short, I guess. I don't know. Cartman's your favorite? I respect that. Cartman's so funny. Oh my god, there's something wrong with like my face. I feel like I have like a fungal infection on my face and I'm not sure what to do about it, but we're gonna just like wait and see. I don't know how I would have gotten it. Probably because I'm like constantly like cuddling with my face with all of my pets. I don't know if that's what would cause it, but I don't know. There's just like weird bumps on my skin. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Shit. We need another South Park RPG game. Story was funny and it was casual fun. When they came out with Snow Day, everyone fucking hated it because it was just such a cash grab. And a lot of people complained. I actually have Snow Day, but I never touched it because the hate for it was too massive that I was like, I don't know if it's worth it. But if I can find someone, like, one of my friends to, like, play with me, I'm down to, like, try it and give you guys a review, I guess. Hello, Orange Knight. Hello, Gert, yo. Also, I'm just gonna call you that from now on. Nice look, thanks. Is it itchy? I've got that before. Went away and didn't come back for a while. It's allergies. I've never had this before, but it's not really itchy. It's just like raised skin. But I don't know where I could have gotten that from is the thing, because I don't really like, I haven't had a change in my routine. I want to update you guys. So you might be wondering why I've been AFK for like a week. Like a week. Oh my god, Julie, I love you. I just licked you, Julie, all over. I just licked Julie all over her. Hey, baby. How's it going? How are you? Hey. Hey, girl. Oh my god. I'm so hot for you, Julie. Hey. I love you. Stop. Oh my god. You're so cute. Oh my god. I love my wife. I love my wife. God, she's so fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's for you, baby. How are you feeling, my beautiful princess? My beautiful princess of the sun and all things light, whereas I am darkness. I am shadows. And you brighten me with your glorious beauty and brightness. I love you. What were you saying? I don't even know what I was saying because you're all I can think of. Girl, I'm so hot. Don't even say that. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're truly, oh my god, you don't even know, like you're the sun, I'm the moon. Ah, you're so hot, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's crying. I'm crewing right now for you, baby. Oh god, you make me feel so hot. I'm lusting so hard. Oh, hi, Cartman. Oh, he's right here. Look at him. He's a little snowball, bro. Oh, he's a little baby. That's my baby. Oh my god, Julie. Oh, you make me feel so many things in my body. I'm shaking. Anyway. Bonnie X to Julie equals goals. Okay, so like we need like a ship name, because originally I was like we could just be Bully, but we could also be like John. We could just be John. Help. You need a shower too? Ew, yeah. The outside world is disgusting. Yeah, we're gonna be John. Can't wait to see you tonight. Oh my god, I'm literally getting naked as we speak. Like, I'm literally naked. And, like, my legs are literally spread across the room right now. Like every time I read your name, like, my legs just spread out. So this is, like, my legs. So, like, my legs were like this when you're here. Now they're, like, inching outwards. My legs are literally spread for you. Like, you literally need to dive into me right now. I know we are goals. What did I join into? I'm just making love to my wife. Don't mind me. You're going in? Oh! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh, it feels so good! Oh yeah! You're so hot! Where did Cartman go? Baby. Oh, baby, it feels so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, just like that. Anyway. So. Yeah. I was actually, like, really suicidal the other night. And I was thinking about sewer slide. Anyway. Oh, Julie, you're so hot. Oh yeah, touch me. Touch me harder. Anyway, okay. You think I'm joking, but I'm not though. Meet me in DMs, Julie. I'll be ready for you. See, while you people have to pay, she gets it for free every time. She sees what everyone else can't see. Because she's my wife. And I love her. Anyway. Yeah, that ghost story. I literally love the ghost story stuff so fucking much. Every time I see like the compilations on TikTok, I remember when my friend came to visit one time, we got super drunk and just watched it and we were like crying so hard. Cause it was so funny. His reprimands. Anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry for going AFK the past week, cause I was really excited to continue opening jewelry jars. So here's what happened. I ended up hanging out with one of my friends on one of the days. By the time I got home, it was too late for me to make any content. And then the next day, I went to see the vet for Tweak. So let me update you guys on Tweak. Beforehand, let me give a little bit of backstory, okay? I've had Tweak since I think December or January. And even before I adopted him, he's always had really bad diarrhea, okay? And I've pretty much tried every like basic over-the-counter medication I could get my hands on for him, and nothing ever helped. So I started taking him to the vet. And they gave him a bunch of medicine to clear it up, but it never got cleared up. And they retried a bunch of stuff over and over. And I was like, alright, dude, like, whatever. Okay? I'm gonna go see a different vet, and they're gonna help me better than these people are helping me, right? So I go to a different vet, and again, they try everything possible. They run every test. For months. For literal months. I think he's about 8 months old now. So every month, like, I think 5 times a month, I've taken him to the vet for his really bad diarrhea. TMI. But, and still nothing. So they were like, okay, we're gonna send you to someone who knows a lot more than we could know. So I was sent somewhere else. And these people who are very smart people, and they're very nice people, they were like, I don't know either. Like, I don't know what to tell you because I don't know. And I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars trying to clear up his diarrhea for absolutely no answers from anyone. 3 different vets. So yeah, Tweek is about 8 months now. And he's gaining weight. He's the most playful cat I have. He eats, he drinks, he is basically healthy in every single way, except for the fact that he has insane diarrhea. And people tell me, like, you know what, like, he seems like a really healthy cat, and this might be something he can just live with, because, you know, he's gaining weight, he's healthy. So, and you're running out of money, like, you can't really afford this, so maybe it's not gonna be that big of a deal if you just stop bringing him to the vet and stop trying. And it's like, I get that, but in my heart, I can't bring myself to, like, stop taking him places. And it makes me feel so bad because, you know what it feels like? It feels like, and sorry, this is a really extreme thing to say, but it's kind of like when you have a child who has Cat Dog Talink? Am I saying your name right? Thank you for the 100 bits. I really appreciate that. Like, it does help. Everything helps. So thank you. But every time I bring him to the vet, he gets so sad. And the saddest thing of all is that he's so obedient. He lets the doctors do whatever they have to him. And he doesn't fight back. And he's terrified is the thing. Every time they're done, like, testing him or whatever, he crawls back into his carrier and he lays there so sad. And he looks up at me with those big, big eyes. And he is literally asking me, why are we here? Why are you doing this to me? And all I can do is just try not to fucking cry my eyes out, because it's like, it's true. It's like, he doesn't understand, but he's being so nice and kind to the doctors. And he lets them do whatever they need to do to him. And then when he's in that carrier, he'll rest his little jaw on my hand, and he'll just look up at me with those big eyes, and he's like, why? Like, why are you doing this to me? And it's like, please, you're making me, like, cry, like, and I don't want to freaking cry in front of the doctors, but it's like, it's so fucking sad, because it reminds me of, like, human kids, where they have, like, these chronic issues, or, like, they get cancer, and they're constantly in and out of the hospital, and they're like, why can't I be like a normal kid? Why can't I play? Why can't I go outside? Why can't I run? Why can't I go on the playground? Like, why can't I be a normal kid? And that's what it reminds me of. And it, like, breaks my heart, because it's like, he has to go to the vet every month, multiple times a month. And it kills me, because it's like, he should just be playing like a kitten. He shouldn't have these issues. He doesn't understand. He doesn't know the words coming out of my mouth. And it's like, it makes me so fucking sad, because it's like, I I can't fucking tell him that I'm doing this, like, to help him so that he doesn't feel that pain anymore, because TMI, his butthole from so much diarrhea is literally raw and red, and it hurts. Like, that hurts him. And it makes me, like, I don't know, like, it's so fucking sad. Oh. But properties of the potato. I don't know anything about potatoes, so I'm sorry. No, I've changed the food is the thing. I've changed the food. I've given extra vitamins. I've done wet food, dry food. I even tried like these pills that are also vitamins. And the thing is, like, you know how hard it is to pill a cat? He sees the pill, he eats it, swallows it with no problem. He doesn't fight it. He doesn't fight it. Yeah, every single time he goes, and sometimes, I guess when it flares up, he loses control of his bowels and he just poops. Because he can't help it. But he trusts, well, I know, but like, it's the worst when you just can't tell him. You can't tell him, I'm trying to help you, I want you to get better. All you can do is just look into his beautiful big eyes and say, I love you and I'm sorry, but I don't know if he understands me, but it pains me so fucking much. And I am at the point where I do not have a lot of money, and although people keep saying, just let him go through it, you know, you can't keep affording this, I'm just like, I would rather, like, starve than, like, stop trying to find, like, a cure for this. And the other day, I was scooping the litter, and I see him, like, first he pees while I'm scooping, and I'm like, okay, and I'm scooping, and then I'm not paying attention to him because he goes from my right to my left, and he's in my left, and I can't say for sure that this was him who did it, but I saw him step out of the litter box, and I look to my left, and I see a firm piece of poop. And I'm like, there's no way that was from him, right? And it smells very fresh, and it's glistening like it's fresh, sorry, TMI. And I see him step back into the litter box and, like, put the litter over it to cover it, and I'm like, was that you? Did you just, like, take that shit? And I'm cursing myself for not paying more attention, but it's like, if he just laid a firm piece of poop, then maybe somehow he is actually getting better. But I won't know for certain until I sit in there again, but I've had thought a lot of time. But let me tell y'all, I'm about to go sit in the freaking litter box room and watch my cat shit for the next couple of hours, okay? Because if he's randomly, and I mean randomly, like, I haven't changed anything of his diet in the last couple of days. If he's randomly having firm poops, that is gonna be a genuine miracle. Okay? Like, literally, it's going to be a miracle. So I need to go sit in there and watch my cats take shits to make sure that that wasn't his. Because, like, the thing is, though, I don't know what could have caused that. I don't know what could have fixed him. I don't have an answer in the slightest. In that, even if he gets better, which would be great, I still want an answer for why that was happening, but none of the doctors can actually tell me is the thing. Because they're like, I don't fucking know, like, this has barely happened. So when it has happened, he said, like, when it's happened before, like, when they've been cured of having this pretty much exact same thing, he said it was either a random intervention, like, one minor, minuscule thing changed, and suddenly they got better. Or, go away. Or, they randomly grew out of it. They randomly stopped having this insane diarrhea issue. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't even know at this point. Well, the thing is, we ran through every test, and this was thousands and thousands of dollars of tests. And the craziest part is that he's a kitten. He's been having this since he was freshly born out of the womb. And the thing that stumps them the most is that this doesn't happen to kittens. It's extremely rare, so we don't know. Put a camera in there. I've been thinking of it, but again, it's like money right now. Just, it's fucking, like, but yeah, I am planning to put a camera in there to watch, because I am curious about my other cats and if they're having issues, because there was one day I walked into the room and I saw Nishka, like, struggling to pee, kind of like, have y'all ever had, like, a UTI? I think it's a UTI. And your pee kind of comes out like, tss, tss, tss. And I saw her doing that, so I took her to the vet straight away, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. But it's like, I don't know how long that's been going on for is the problem. And I can't tell you if she's been better or not, because she's one of those cats, she's not gonna want to, like, use the litter box in front of you. A lot of my cats are like that, but there are some cats, like, Tweak loves using the litter in front of me. Every time I go in there to clean it, he's like, oh my god, yay, I get to poop in front of mommy. It's like, okay. Maybe try feeding him plain. I've tried. When I tell you I've tried every single thing, I've tried every single thing. I've never seen a cat owner have this bad. I know. You know, cats only eat meat, right? I've been feeding them cat food, bro. Yeah. Give him steroids. The second vet offered to do steroids, but she was like, I don't really recommend it, actually. So, steroids was gonna be... So, my choice was either I do the steroids or I do a biopsy, I think. And she was like... I don't recommend either, is the problem. Because every single test we've done has basically checked over every single thing, and I'm pretty sure biopsy is like a surgery, and she was like, I do not recommend surgery, and I don't really recommend steroids. And she was like, I don't recommend steroids because if he takes the steroids and they don't end up helping, it's going to mess up the results of any tests you do afterwards. And at that point, she was like, I'm gonna refer you to someone who knows a lot more than we possibly could. And so that's where we are currently. We're talking to the person, and it's like, but yeah, I've actually given my cats canned pumpkin a lot of times whenever they've had diarrhea, and I'm pretty sure it's helped before, but yeah, I've given it to him, it hasn't helped. Imagine explaining that to the salesman at Best Buy. What? But yeah, love the orange. Thank you. It's my Kenny shirt. Do they shit regularly at least? Tweak does. It's like, it's weird because a lot of my cats don't like pooping in front of me. And then some of my cats love it. If I go into the litter room, they get fucking hyped. They're like, oh, let's fucking go. Mom's gonna watch me shit. This is the best day of my life. So I get to see Tweak, Long Johnson, I would say Sophie, but honestly, Sophie does this thing where she doesn't, like, use it when I'm in the room, but she rubs and loves all over me when I'm scooping. I think it's because she's like, oh my god, thank you for scooping my shit, I love you. So I think she's just grateful, but yeah, it's like, I'll scoop, and she'll just, like, nudge against my hand and, like, knock the poop out of the scooper. But, cats like Nishka, Butters, Craig, sometimes Marley, they don't like me being in there. But you're absolutely right. Like, I've been wanting to put a camera in there so I can, like, watch them use it. Because I think it would be very beneficial, especially since, I have 11 cats. I had 12, but I am down to 11, unfortunately, because one of them passed away a few years ago when she was a kitten. She was a sweetheart, but I think if you have more than, like, 3 or 4 cats, I think a camera would be recommended, because it's like, when cats have problems like this, where, you know, and they share litter boxes, you can't really tell who it comes from unless you're sitting there watching them. And even then, you need to figure out how many of the cats, and it's complicated. So I highly recommend getting a camera, or like being able to watch them when they go, because you can catch problems early on. Another thing that I really need to be careful of, because I have so many male cats, is that, I'm pretty sure it's only male cats. They have this thing where they can get blockages in the urine. I forgot how it happens. I think if they don't have enough water. But they get blockage, like a blockage in their, belly, where they are struggling to pee and they can't pee, and they can die from that. Like, it's very scary. And I think you can also tell when their behavior changes, like if they start shaking their tail, or like they hang around the litter box often. So far, none of my male cats have done that, but it's just the fact that I have male cats. I really need to keep an eye on them, so I need to set up a camera pretty much as soon as possible, which hopefully I can get one soon. But if you have a male cat, you should constantly check to make sure that they are peeing regularly and normally, and if you see them struggling to pee, then you should call a doctor. I think there's a way you can check to see if there's a blockage. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, okay, so pretend I'm a cat. Hold on, let me pull my shorts down because I don't want to flash anyone. So here, pretend I'm a cat, okay? This is my rib cage right here. And it goes towards here, so this is where TMI, my cooter, begins, right? And it's right here where their belly is gonna have like the, what's it called? The piss belly, you know, where they piss. It's under the ribs, I think, towards this area. You go up in and you feel like this. You kind of like pinch, and a lot of them are gonna be upset by it, but if you can check that, that would be fantastic. Make sure you're not like hurting them, but primordial pouch, I don't think so. I think it's like right above the pouch, but like, I'm being serious. Like, you really need to check this if you have a male cat, if you ever notice them stop using the restroom. And I think if you can feel it, you can help them like get it going, I guess. Not like that, but I can't really explain it. You'd have to like Google it, honestly, because people will explain it better than I can. But I'm pretty sure if it feels extremely hard, then that means he's having a problem. But if you can, I'm pretty sure there's a way you can help them clear it, the blockage. But I'm not positive. But if you can clear it yourself, you will save yourself probably thousands of dollars. Like, I'm being serious. Like, this is what kills a lot of male cats, because they have these blockages constantly, and the owners never know because they can't tell what's wrong. And a lot of people, including myself sometimes, well, not necessarily, but I get told a lot, if I see my cats having a problem, they're just like, hey, just wait it out. They'll probably get over it. They'll probably be fine, especially if they're acting normal. But every time one of my cats like start looking like poorly, I start fucking sobbing. Like, I start crying. I'm like, I need to get to the vet. I need to go to the vet. They're dying. And they'll be completely fine. That's what happened with Wendy the other day. When I noticed she was shitting a lot of blood out of her ass, I started crying. And I was like, I think she's gonna die. I think she's dying. And she was acting perfectly normal. And everyone was like, hey, calm down. She'll probably get over it. But I still took her to the vet the next morning. Like, that morning I was like, please help her. And they were like, oh, she's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong. And when we got back, she was totally fine. And I'm just like, oh, all right. But every single time I see something wrong with my cat, I just start fucking sobbing hysterically, because I'm just like my babies. I think it stems from the fact that, like, when Margarine, one of my cats who had passed on, got really sick, I just, like, Like, we took her to the vet, and then they were like, you need to take her to an emergency vet right now. We can't help her. Go right now. We're gonna call them and let them know you're coming in. And I was just sobbing because I'm like, what's wrong with her? Like, shit. And when we took her to the emergency vet, I blame the vet for this, honestly. So basically what happened is that she got fluid in her lungs. And when they put her under anesthesia, I think, and they were trying to, like, drain it, she suffocated because oxygen stopped flowing to her brain. And in the middle of surgery, she became brain dead. God, I'm like trying to cry while talking about it, but honestly, I blame the vet for that because I feel like if they did it well enough, like did perform the surgery well, she would still be alive. And the fact that she died in the middle of surgery because she didn't get enough oxygen to her brain, and like I don't want to cry, but like when I saw her, I mean, she was like, when they were like, you need to like say goodbye now, and it's just like this shouldn't have happened. Like, you should have like done your job and fixed her without killing her. And I get like mistakes happen, but it's like just seeing her like lifeless and they're still keeping her alive, but she was brain dead, and I'm just like, and she was so small. Sorry, I don't mean to cry, but it was so sad because she was still a little kitten. And like thank you for the 15 months. Thank you. But it's like, she was such a sweet kitty, and so I adopted her with her siblings, her like real siblings, Heidi and Butters. Her name is Margarine, and I named them Butters and Margarine because they're basically twins, except Margarine had swirls, and my family loved calling her like a little cinnamon roll because she had those like swirls on her belly. And she was so shy but so sweet. The way I would describe her is like, this is her head, right? If you go in for a pet, she's gonna back away. But if you hold out your hand and you let her sniff, she will love into you. And she will love you so hard if you let her take her time with you. So I never approached her like this. I just held my hand out and she came to me every time. And she was so shy, and she loved cuddling with me in bed if I didn't pay attention to her. And it's like, I feel like if those doctors didn't perform on her and maybe if it was someone else or maybe if it was a different hospital, she would still be alive. And they didn't even tell me what caused it, is the thing. And so for like weeks and months after that, I was too afraid to do anything with my cats, in the sense of like, do I feed them these treats? Like, did they get into something? I had to pick everything up. I was like, what could have possibly caused her to get so much fluid built up in her lungs? Like, I don't know. I genuinely can't tell you because they couldn't tell me. And it's like, how do you not know? Because apparently it can be pretty common for cats to have fluid buildup in their lungs and die from that. And it's like, okay, so you kill my cat, and then you proceed not to tell me what fucking caused it. Did she swallow something? Like, did you see something in her belly? Like, I don't know. Like, what kind of surgery did you perform? Like, I don't fucking know. And like, just seeing her unmoving with that tiny little bandage around her little paw, and you know, she's a little shaved, and it's like why? It makes me so sad because it's like, if this happens again, like, who do I go to help save my cat? Because I don't trust those people anymore. Because it's like, I genuinely, in my heart, I feel like they did something wrong. Probably not on purpose, but they didn't do the surgery correctly to help her. And that's what happened. And it was just like, goddamn, bro. She was so sweet. Like, she was genuinely so fucking sweet. Like, you guys know Heidi, right? You've seen Heidi in some of my streams before. And you know how she's, like, very loving and she's, like, sweet and cuddly. And, Butters, who is Heidi and Marjorie's brother, is very, very skittish. He's scared. He's like Margarine in the sense that, like, you have to hold out your hand and he'll, like, hesitantly come forward. But if you, like, make any fast moves, he gets really scared and gets scared off. Margarine is a mix of the two. So you have to do the Butters thing, but when she trusts you to pet her, she will love into you just like Heidi. She was literally a combination of both of them. And it's like, and now she's just not here anymore because I feel like they fucked up so massively. Because if I'm positive, I read the reviews of that place once and they weren't that great, but I could be wrong. I might be thinking of a different vet place, but I don't even want to think of what would happen if there was another emergency and that was the only place I could take my cats to. And I'm still paranoid. Like, all the treats I was giving them during the time, I threw them away and they never got one of those treats ever again. Because I was like, okay, well, what if it was on one of the treats? Like, I don't know. And I was so fucking paranoid after because they didn't tell me what fucking caused her to fucking die, basically. It's so sad. She was so young. And I don't even know, like, I don't know, the worst part about getting an animal, especially like a lot of animals like me, I have 13 pets currently. Yeah, I have 13 pets. The worst part of having so many is that one day they're all gonna be gone. All of them. In 30 years from now, I'm being generous when I say that, in 30 years from now, all of these animals living with me are gonna be gone. And that's so fucking, like, it's so hard to think about because it's like, when you get a pet, you think they're gonna live forever and they're always gonna be around. And they're always gonna be there, right? But someday they're just gonna be, like, fucking gone. And, like, that's the worst part. Especially when you have so many. It's like, they're not all gonna be around for forever. And I don't know, that makes me so sad. And every time I see Marjorie's, urn, I think anything could happen at any moment, and in the future, I'm not gonna have them around with me. And that definitely hurts a lot to think about. And that's just one of the sad things about, like, pets, you know? But think of it in the opposite way, too. Like, there's a lot of pets who live for a very long time. Think, like, turtles or parrots. And, you know, a lot of older parrots, their owners pass away. And suddenly their life gets flipped upside down and they have to live with their parents' relatives, or they have to be put up for adoption and a stranger gets them, and it's like... And I feel like it's worse for a pet because they don't understand. You know? They live for such a long time. And they're like... They probably, like, years later after their owner passes, they're probably like, where did they go? You know? I think some animals understand death and probably, like, understand what goes on, but think of the animals that don't get it. And they just sit there wondering, why did they leave me? And it's like, fuck. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this stream to be so fucking depressing, but, like, genuinely, it's like, one of the hardest things people go through is just losing your fucking pet. And then vice versa, the pet loses you, and it's like, fuck, that's sad. And they've known you for their whole life. And you've known them for a really long time too. And it's like, that's what makes me so sad about parents, because it's just like, they're about as old as the fucking owner was when the owner passed. And they're gonna keep growing older because parents live a long time, and it's like, shit. And I'm pretty sure some pets pass away after their owner passes, probably from like heartbreak and stuff. Like, some of them don't get that chance. Yeah, it's... I just want to make sure my kitty can brag to other kitties in heaven about... Stop, you're gonna make me cry. Do they let you keep your pet's ashes? I'm pretty sure this goes for everyone, every vet hospital when your pet passes away. You can either get an urn, which can cost, I'm pretty sure it can cost from like $50 to $150, which is actually fucking batshit insane. Or they can give you the body and you can take them home to bury them. And I think what I want to do is I would rather get, for when all of my pets pass away, I think I would like them to have them in an urn so I can always have them. And the problem with me is that, like, a lot of people like to bury their pets, and I get that, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, for me, if let's say I bury one of my pets here and I move away from this house, no, I'm not moving away. I can't move away. Like, my baby's gonna be buried in my property. I'm not fucking leaving. Do you expect me to pack up and move? No. So that's why I'd rather just, like, keep an urn of my pets, because it's like, hell no, bro. Like, I will never, if that happens, I could never bring myself to move. Or I would literally, this sounds terrible, but I would dig them up and take them with me. I know how terrible that sounds, but it's like, dude, no. I can never leave my pet behind if I buried them. Like, absolutely fucking not. And it's just like, God. I genuinely wish pets lived forever. And although I'm not religious, I do wish there was kind of like a heaven you could go to so that you could see your loved ones and reunite. Because it's like, if I die and I never see my pets or like family members ever again, what's the fucking point? What is the actual fucking point if you're never gonna see your loved ones ever again? And like, the thing is, no one knows what happens when you die, right? But it's like, if I can't see my babies and my family, what the fuck is the point? Like, shit, dude. What? Why? Like, why? Leave space for heaven? Well, I won't rant about, hello, Kit Kat. I won't rant about, all that again today, but I don't know. Honestly, I think a big reason why I've adopted so many cats is because it's like, I am very grateful to have a lot of money, so I can be very extra with what I give them. And if they have health problems, like, I can always be able to pay for that. Even if I'm very scarce on money, I can still pay for it. And the reason I say that, and there's nothing wrong if you get a pet and you don't have a lot of money. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like, I was thinking during this whole Tweak thing, which is the cat who had a lot of diarrhea, it's like, if someone else had adopted Tweak and they couldn't afford to keep bringing him to the vet, which there's nothing wrong with that. I would never shame someone for that. If you don't have the money, you don't have the money. All you can do is just try to give them the best life ever, right? It's like, but if someone adopted Tweak and they couldn't afford to constantly bring him back and forth to the vet and to handle all of his messes, where would he go? Would they give him back? Would they just let him be sick like that? And again, I'm not shaming anyone, because honestly, because of how much money I've spent on Tweak, I am very much running low on money. But it's like, because I had so much money back then, I kept adopting cats because it's like, I have the money to take them to the vet a billion times over and buy them as many cat trees as I can. And so I'm gonna keep getting cats. That's what I'm at the point where I can't adopt any more animals, but I think that's why I was so like willy-nilly about getting so many cats, because it's like, if I can like take a cat out of the adoption place, then I'll fucking do it. And I wish I got, like, I love the cats I have now, but I do wish I got more adult and older cats. But the problem with older cats is they're very like, a lot of the ones at the place were very feisty, which is nothing wrong with that, but the thing is that they didn't get along with other cats, which can be a problem since I have a lot of cats. But it's like, I don't know, like, I really I don't know. Same with Sophie. Too, when she was having her diarrhea problem and all of the vets were like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I finally took them to that one vet and they cured her. It's like, every fucking person was telling me to get rid of Sophie, to return her to the adoption place and live my life without dealing with her constantly having messes. And it's like, no. See, because I know it was really fucking stressful, and I get where people are coming from when they were saying just return her. I was like, no, I still have money. I'm gonna keep fucking trying. It's frustrating, but I'm gonna fucking keep trying. And now I still have Sophie and she's cured too, because I kept trying. Because I could afford to, thankfully. And I'm so fucking grateful for that. But again, this isn't me like shitting on people who don't have money for pets, because I was there a very long time ago. And what matters the most is that you're giving your pet the best life you can give them. You know, if they're happy, it's like in sickness and in health, you stay there for them. So even if I couldn't afford to take care of Sophie or like Tweak, I'm gonna keep them, and I'm gonna make sure they have a happy rest of their life no matter what's going on with them. And I think that's the most important part of being a pet owner, is that even if everything seems like it's failing all around you, you still try your best to make sure that they're happy and comfortable no matter what. And you don't just give up on them no matter what. That's the most important thing. It's just, it's hard. It's so fucking hard. Hello, C-Gel. Yes, I do have 11. I like to think of reincarnation. I don't want reincarnation though, I like being me. I'd rather just be a ghost of myself. Yeah, Kitty Mausoleum. But I don't know, like, are you a crazy cat lady? I am. But I didn't adopt cats out of loneliness. It's just like what I said, where I was like, if I can give as many cats good lives as possible, I will. And the issue is that, like, cats and dogs are animals that breed like fucking crazy because people don't neuter any of their cats. Even like neighborhood strays, it's like, the reason why there's so many stray animals is that people can't get them neutered, or they don't care to. And that's why there's so many, and that's why I like to take as many as I can out of the adoption place and keep them here, because it's like, it's just gonna keep filling up. Don't even get me started on the kill shelters, which should not fucking exist. No animal should be killed just because there's too many animals. Imagine if we did that with fucking humans. I'm pretty sure we used to do that with humans somewhere, but really? Like, who in their right mind thinks it's okay to just kill off an animal because there's too many and there's no space for them? This is where our taxes should be going. I'm gonna be for real. I feel like a lot of our taxes should go to shelters so we don't kill fucking animals just because they exist. Like, seriously? Bitch? No. Fuck. Like, it pisses me off. We need to neuter and spay our animals. Keep them indoors if you can. Not everyone can, but if you can, keep them indoors. And our taxes should go towards animal shelters. They have lives. They have hearts. Like, they are living, breathing beings. You can't just kill them because you don't have enough room. And there's too many. Like, bitch, fuck you. Like, who is okay with that? Like, tell me, who the fuck is okay with any of that? Like, that should be illegal everywhere. Like, fuck. A sanctuary and keeping... Well, while I agree, I don't agree with that because all of these cats are bonded with me. They're my cats. And if I had a sanctuary, that means I couldn't see them every day of my life. Well, I'd see them every day, but I wouldn't be able to walk out of my room and pet them and play with them. Like, I don't want to just leave them somewhere where it's like, they're alone for hours until I come feed them, like that. Like, I'm not saying like, I'm just saying like, for me, I couldn't get a sanctuary because I'm already bonded with all of them. But, kill animal. We should not kill animals. Like, we just shouldn't. Like, there's no reason to kill an animal unless they are genuinely suffering, they have a sickness that can't be cured or whatever. There's no reason to kill an animal just because no one wants to adopt it. Because, like, why? Like, there's no reason. Like, just fucking... Our taxes should go to that. Hello? Like, no. And if it comes to, like, environment and they're destroying ecosystems, again, like, we need to fucking spay and neuter them. Like, there's a solution for that, and it's called spaying and neutering. And getting more people to adopt and getting more money towards shelters so that they can live happily and safely. Well, as happily as they can be in a shelter, but when I say give money towards shelters, I mean give them more space to roam, more food, toys, things to play with, get more information out there about the shelter so more people can come in and adopt. Make sure they all get spayed and neutered. So a lot of shelters do spay and neuter cats and dogs when they get them in before they let them get adopted, which is amazing. Because a lot of people, when they adopt these pets, they keep them as outside pets. Or they just... They're like, oh, I don't feel like taking care of this, so I'm just gonna drop it off outside. It's like, hello? Am I muscular? No. Yeah. Camels in Australia? What? I'm not vegan, no. I caught one bitch laughing at me because I felt pain for a dog being put down. I got pissed. Smiling. Humans just really fucking lack, like, empathy and hearts. Especially, like, just the fact that there's people out there who don't care about animals and they're gonna be happy when they fucking die. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And even when it comes to, like, animals that are dangerous and have hurt people, I still feel bad for the animals because a lot of the times, a lot of those animals aren't properly trained by humans, and they're animals. Animals just fucking do that, especially when they're not trained by humans. And while a lot of those animals who do hurt humans need to be put down, it still sucks. Like, I'm not gonna fucking laugh at an animal getting put down because of the mistakes of a human. Like, do you know how many fucking people with these dogs that are fucking crazy who don't train them, they let them walk around in public or off their leashes, and they go and fucking kill, like, a fucking child, they eat a child, or they kill another person's pet, because they're just not fucking trained. Like, if you get a dog, fucking train it. What do you mean you got, like, this dog and you're not gonna train it? And it's just like, either way, no matter what it is, if an animal has to be put down for, I'm gonna say a good reason, because they're hurting people, which would be a good reason to put a dog down, then what is there to smile about that? Like, someone got hurt, someone got killed, someone got disfigured, a pet got killed or disfigured, whatever it may be. It's like, there's nothing to smile or joke about when it comes to that, because it's like, it's sad. It's just a sad situation that people don't train their animals, you know? It's just sad. Animals aren't supposed to be killed. I'm not vegan. What? Are we gonna have this conversation, PETA? Are we gonna have this conversation right now? Like, a lot of animals, and I do try to buy meat from places that humanely kill animals, by the way. When animals who get sold for meat so people can eat them, they're generally, and I don't agree with the people who don't put them down humanely, by the way. They are to be eaten. These animals die, chickens, cows. It's sad, it sucks, but as long as they're put down humanely, there's a reason that they die, and it's for people to eat them for food. People kill cats and dogs not to eat them, to literally just kill them. Like, do you see what I mean there? Like, and I think it's sad. I don't think any animal should die. Of course, I agree with that with everything, but I mean that for no fucking, like, reason. Because people eat the cows and chickens that are killed for food. And as long as they're put down humanely, it's good. Like, it's an okay thing to do, right? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So, yeah. Like, literally, cats and dogs are killed for no fucking reason other than there's no space for them to exist. So, how is that on the same level? Does that make sense? You know? Like, I feel like I didn't have to even explain something like that. But again, I'm gonna say, it's still fucking sad. But as long as they're there's a word for it when animals are, like, I think blessed and put down humanely, to where they don't feel pain, like they've lived a good life. I don't know what the word for it is, but as long as it's like that, then it's a fine thing to do. You know? So, yeah, like, people are just killing chickens and cows and just fucking tossing their bodies away. Like, they eat them. You get that? They eat them after. Like, there's a purpose for them to die. That makes sense. Maltreat a animal only for... Huh? What does that mean? Oh, mistreat. That's what... Okay. Huh? Yeah, like, a lot of animals are mistreated when they are used for meat, or like chickens for eggs, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that in the slightest. It has to be, you have to treat them humanely and end their life in a way that doesn't cause them pain and suffering for a really long time. Halal? Is that the word halal? Pretty sure. Okay, yeah, I think that you're right. That's the word halal. But it's like, I'm not gonna be okay with eating meat that came from an animal that was severely abused and mistreated. So I'm not saying that all farm animals who get put down for meat, it's all a good thing, because, again, it needs to be halal. I'm pretty sure that's correct, but, But, yeah. Is that the word? Is that halal? I don't know if that's related to meat prepared as prescribed. Can Google just tell me? I'm pretty sure this is the word, but I could be wrong. But anyway, As long as they're humanely put down, it's fine. All meat is alive at some point. Yeah, I agree, we need to eat meat, but since nowadays we have the resources to take care of our animals that we're gonna eventually eat, they need to have a good life. They need to have space to free roam, blah blah blah, stuff like that, you know? Like, damn. I'm evil today? Jesus Christ. All the vegans are coming out. They're coming for my throat, bro. Or are you talking about my makeup? I honestly can't tell. Just the fact that people are like comparing euthanizing cats and dogs to like the makeup. Okay, thank you. I was about to say like, damn, am I evil? Oh my god. Hello, Exotoxin. Oh, I don't care about social issues? Okay. Hi, Steve. How have I been? I've been okay. Jesus Christ. I should probably head out now. I need to go watch my cats take some shits, so... But I'm gonna be posting later, so check that out. But, yeah. Alright. Goodbye, I guess. Like, damn.